What's up, everyone, and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Cody from Zeldy's Pokemart. Today, I just have a public service announcement, I guess you could say. I kind of want to talk about some things that have been going on in my head, and I want to just pretty much share that out loud here so you have my thoughts and my opinions on this particular topic. But before we get into the video today, make sure you do me a solid, smash that like button. It's completely free and it does help out the channel, believe it or not. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you do enjoy content like this. Let's go over to eBay and take a look at some listings here that have really been on my mind, and we're going to talk about why. Over here we have Miriam. This is the card that just went absolutely insane over in Japan. Well, it's coming here in English now for our Scarlet and Violet set, with pre-release being out. This card is now on the market, so I mean, look at what people are doing. This is what people think is going to be the money card over in Japan. It's crazy. So hey, let's ask crazy numbers here in English as well. I guess that's what the thought is. That's what's going through people's minds. They're like, oh hey, like this is a bargain because in Japan this is $500-600 raw. You can get it in English for $200. Bullshit. Stop with this shit. Okay, we've seen this 100 times before, and I feel like I shouldn't have to say it, but for the people that haven't been through this before, I am still going to say it. Pre-release prices are always overinflated, okay? So all these prices will probably tank at least 50%. I'm telling you right now, a lot of this stuff is not sustainable. And I've looked at other singles. It's not just Miriam. But I want to talk about this for one big reason, and that is because the waifu tax, or the hype behind waifu cards, women supporters, essentially. That's what I'm talking about here. In Japan, it's a lot different. This is not a thing in the US. Okay, Marnie was one of our most expensive waifu cards we had in Sword and Shield era, and that was only like a $50 card, guys. All right, over in Japan, yeah, it was like a $1,000 card, but over here it was like $50. Why? What makes you think this is going to be sustainable at $200? This freaking person's lost their mind. Clearly, $400. Clearly, you could tell who came into the hobby for just money. Okay, but like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit blows my mind. It really does. I would not be surprised if Miriam is a $50 card all day long over in English. Trust me. Okay, we're going to go over here to sold listings. And we're actually going to see, oh my god, people actually paying $200 or 200 plus for this card right now. I'm sorry guys, but you're getting ripped off. I'm just going to put it blunt. I'm saying it how it is. Even at 154, you got ripped off. All right. Did someone really pay $450 for this? Are you kidding me? This is what was weighing on my mind too. Like, this is actually the first time looking at the sold listings. I saw what people are asking, and immediately, like, I'm just blown away that, like, we have to go through this every set release. This card is not even that playable. Miriam is not even a very popular character. That's the sad thing. Miriam in the game, if you're playing Scarlet and Violet, Miriam, you could go the whole game without even running into Miriam, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's a side quest kind of thing. Like, you have to go do the little side things with the school. I think she's like, what, the nurse or something like that. So, like, but anyways, this is the lesson I'm here to try to teach you guys here. We're looking at these prices right now. There might be some naysayers, people that refuse to believe that this won't be the top chase card. But I'm telling you right now, this card is going to see a very bad price crash. I'm 95% certain of this. I am very, very certain of this. The top cards in this set should be Gardevoir and Miraidon. Okay, those two cards, the special art rares of those cards. Those two cards are highly playable. Do also have beautiful artwork. I feel like those two are the most deserving of the top spot. Miriam has no business being this expensive. Even in English, okay? And that's what this video is basically about, guys. These prices are very overinflated. I'll go bring up another one here, but let's say Gardevoir EX sold listing. Wow. Okay, so that's Japanese. Okay. All right. That's a little understandable. It seems like the Japanese pull rates are actually worse than English. And okay, this is actually why I wanted to bring this up again. Here's another reason why I wanted to bring this up. Okay, I don't see sold listings in English right now. Okay. So maybe these aren't going as crazy, but this is the thing. This card's actually going to be playable in the meta. All right. Still not seeing a lot of stuff here. Okay, here we go. So a little over $100. This card is probably one of the more sustainable cards. This one, most cards will see a price correction after a set releases. Usually it's within a couple days of the release. After the weekend, things go downhill. This card may be like an $80, $90 card. It may actually even hold steady if this really picks up pretty big in the meta. There are a lot of decks that revolve around this card. This may actually increase in price. This may be sustainable at this price. Okay, this is something that actually deserves the price tag, though. Miriam is not, and the same thing goes for Miraidon as well. And I just wanted to kind of talk about that for a little bit, guys. A lot of these prices you're seeing right now are not sustainable. These are not realistic prices. So I do know TCG Player already has like a price guide right now with some of these pre-order prices and stuff like that. None of that's accurate. None of that's sustainable. I just wanted to get that out there. I know a lot of you have already been through this same old song and dance. I get it. But for the people that have not been through this, the people that are newer to the hobby that may not know how this works, I am just making sure that I get this across, that don't expect any of these prices to be sustainable. Most of these will probably drop quite a bit. It's not rare to see some of these prices drop as far as 40-50% sometimes. It could even go as far as 60% maybe, especially in the case of like Miriam. Now, will Miriam crash to the point where it's not even relevant in the set? No. I'm sure it'll be up there in the top cards, maybe top 3 cards, maybe the 3rd best card. It could be I might even be wrong. It might not be a $50 card. Maybe it's a $75 card. Maybe it's an $80 card. But I'm telling you right now, this card will never be sustainable at a $200 card. Not when the set is just released. That's ridiculous. That's not sustainable. And you have to also understand that the pull rates in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for English have substantially gotten better, like a lot. It's very noticeable. I'm seeing a lot of booster boxes where people get at least 1 special art rare per box. I've seen some boxes with 2 special art rares already, okay? These are not as rare as they used to be. And that's another thing. Rarity has a lot to do with value as well as the playability of a card. If this card is not that rare, which I've seen quite a bit being pulled, it will not sell for a huge price tag because there are a lot more on the market. People are going to be battling against each other to the lowest price to sell their product, basically. That's how it works. Sellers are going to continuously undercut people to make sure that their card is the one that's being sold. We could talk about this a little bit later after the set is officially released and we have more data. I can't really go too much into pull rates because you can't exactly get exact pull rates from the minimal amount of packs being open. You definitely need a lot more data. So I can't go and confirm that you're guaranteed 1 per box or you're guaranteed 2 of these per box. But from what I have seen most boxes get at least 1 of these, and some of them have gotten at least 2. I hope you enjoyed this content and you found some value out of it. As always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and let's make like Charizard and keep this passion burning.